Good morning, Adrian Small and
Andre Leite.
from the Lux Dwelling Group at TTR Sotheby's International Realty. And today we want to talk to you about the selling process. So, what it is that we can do, or what any agent should do for you if you want to list your property. So, the first thing I think it's important, and I don't know if you agree with me, Andre, is you need to definitely be the neighborhood expert, which means you know everything that has happened in the neighborhood, at least in the last year or so. You know where the public parks are, you know where the restaurants are, you know everything in and around the neighborhood to be able to coach your client adequately. So once you've done that, I think that the next part is to knock on the door. And I don't know what you do, but I like to have the client walk through the property and basically sell it to me. That is, walk to the property and talk about, how many years they've been living there and what are some of the changes that they made and why they were so happy, and of course, why are they moving? What do you think?
Well, you have to learn about your client, and nothing better than learning from your client where they lived for the last couple of years, maybe many years. They are the expert. There's a reason why they bought the house to start with, and the information you get is great. That helps you sell the property, because the next person that's going to buy and live in that place, will most likely like the same aspects that that the seller had when they initially bought the property.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. And then I think one of the key aspects, once you've done a walkthrough with the client and you have a book in hand, and you are not only listening to this conversation, but also writing down key elements that you see that might be instrumental in helping you improve the look, the presentation, etc. of the property to a potential buyer. So you make notes of that. And then I always tell my clients that I will put together something that has to do with the two largest areas of a home, which makes it move-in ready, which is the floors and the walls. If those two things are taken care of course, there might be other technical issues that also need to be addressed, but if those two large things are taken care of, it makes your place move-in ready. And without getting into the nitty-gritty, I also wanted to mention that we have this great new service. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. We have a white glove program that really works with sellers, because it's a daunting process, and just to know where to start, that's what we can help with. But we have a series of vendors that are able to work their expertise in terms of helping you organize your house, to the staging and to the moving process. So everybody's busy, everybody works, and having somebody on your side to guide you throughout the process would it's premium.
Absolutely, and just so you all know the specific details of the White Glove program that we have, you can go to our blog at theluxdwelling.com and read all about it there. So I think that the next process is to sit down with any seller and go down the contract in detail, just so the I's are dotted and the T's are slashed and all the doubts and questions are answered. And some of that will sort of streamline as to other things that we do once the contract is signed. But definitely, I just want everybody to know that a good agent doesn't just get a signed listing, go home, sit on their couch, and wait for buyers to arrive.
Exactly.
Cool. So this is Adrian and Andre, and we will continue our series about selling in another section.